Hello. Yeah, we're already getting here. Oh, that's how you start a scare stream. That's how you. Oh, my movie. Home of the good burger. All right. So we back and another scary stream. Ooh. Okay. Oh crap! You know what? I forgot to do something. I was gonna start my upload of my new Resident Evil video. Why am I doing that? For some reason I'm spelling Resident wrong. We'll let that go. We'll let that just start uploading. And as soon as I finish with the stream, I'll post them. Okay, so first off, I just want to say something that Sir Spooks did not have a new video this week. So I backtracked to some videos that I haven't seen yet, and I found one, and it's from November 9th, 2021. That was back at around the time my wife was still recovering from her little arm break. So I never got around to doing that. But we here now. So we got from Sir Spooks, top 5 scary videos to avoid watching at night. Let me hurry up on the phone here. Bring up my stream. Boy, FYI. Hello, Edith. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Oh, I guess I should minimize the key. Alright. There we go. Let's begin.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at the top 5 scary videos to avoid watching at night. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is In this incredibly strange video posted to Reddit by a user named Blonde with a Scary House, we watch a piece of home security camera footage as the uploader can be seen getting ready for the day and checking out her outfit in the mirror, something that many of us do on a regular basis. She probably thought that this day was going to be just like any other, but as it turns out, that's not the case at all. It's only after she leaves the room and heads out for the day when we can see what's so terrifying about this video.
Alright, let's see what I got here. First clip of the day. Let's start off with a banger.
The uploader's bedroom door proceeds to open all by itself despite the fact that the homeowner exited the bedroom beforehand. In the comment section, the uploader says that she also does not have any sort of pet and doesn't have any roommates or anybody that would have been able to open the door, causing her to be more than a little freaked out when she reviewed the footage later on, which is quite understandable. So this begs the question, what could have possibly caused the uploader's door to open all by itself, seemingly without anybody standing behind it? Do you think this is authentic footage of a paranormal entity messing with a random girl? Is this some sort of hoax? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the...
Now, at first, when I saw the door slowly closing, I thought that's what he was going to refer to. And I was going to say that's probably caused by the weight of the jackets on the back of the door, but then it opens back up. Which, going by the weight of the jackets should not be possible with just gravity.
The comments below.
So yeah, that's a bit eerie.
A Reddit user by the name of StayRB89 posted a video to the ghost sub
Hold on a second here.
subreddit in November of 2021, stating that what we are about to watch is a short clip.
Sorry about that. I had to make sure that you guys could hear both me and the video.
Was filmed on his phone, showcasing a video that was taken inside a pub that his grandparents used to own. For the first couple of seconds, it looks like a regular video of an ordinary pub, but in just a couple of seconds, we are about to find out that it was anything but ordinary. Although it might be a little difficult to see initially, if you zoom in and slow the footage down by just a little bit, you should be able to make out what appears to be some sort of strange man on all fours, peeking out behind a corner, staring at the camera with a sense of unblinking unease. Understandably, upon noticing this, a ton of commenters were left absolutely creeped out by this mysterious man lurking in the uploader's grandparents'
I
pub.
still don't know how to explain
In
that.
the comment section of the post, the
it's either a
uploader says that his
phantom or a
grandmother
burglar
thinks that the pub was
with
haunted,
two black eyes.
stating that this video was taken in the very early hours of the morning when nobody else should have been there. Usually, ghosts can be some of the scariest things in the universe, but I think we can all agree that it would be much more comforting if this was a paranormal entity in the pub, rather than some strange, creepy man crawling around and staring at patrons all day long. Either way, it's terrifying to think about. This Spanish TikTok user named Paula Marquez is recording a video to tell her fans a strange and eerie story. She says that recently, a security guard that works at her mom's workplace was having an ordinary day on the job when, in the middle of the shift, he thought he heard some strange noises. Upon further investigation, he became fairly certain that these noises were coming from the mysterious folkloric legend of La Llorona, also known as the Weeping Woman. La Llorona is a ghostly entity that is said to roam around waterfront areas, mourning her drowned children. Luckily, the security guard in question did happen to film the incident while on the job. The following is what he was able to record.
Oh. I've seen this clip before. The fact that the dogs are freaking out so much about it.
Although the video's quality is undoubtedly quite blurry, it is clear that off in the distance stands a woman dressed in all white, while loud and deeply haunting screams can be heard coming from her. Because of this bizarre encounter, the security guard as well as many commenters believe that he had a real-life encounter with none other than La Llorona herself. Obviously nothing can be confirmed, but the description of the weeping woman and the figures showcased in this video definitely do match up. If this is indeed the case, then this security guard certainly got off lucky. man named Chris runs a popular YouTube channel within the horror community called Urbex Hill, which, if you're a regular viewer of my channel, will undoubtedly sound quite familiar to you. And that's because several of his eerie explorations have been featured on my videos in the past. In October of 2021, Chris uploaded a video where he ventured out to the Molly Stark Sanatorium located in Ohio, which is said to be haunted. As always with a video on his channel, the footage he records is definitely quite creepy all throughout, as it takes us room to room in the creepy sanatorium. But as unsettling as the building is as a whole, nothing overtly scary happens, for a while at least. At one point during the exploration, Chris is walking down a long and dark corridor, which for many would be their worst nightmare. Chris, however, is up for the challenge. As you're about to see in a second, perhaps Chris made the wrong decision to venture deeper.
I'm out of here. What the fuck is that? Yo, do you see that shit? Yo.
Seen this clip too. All these clips I've seen already.
Although it may be hard to see, look close enough and you should.
Yeah, I said this last week when I saw this clip as well. It's like, one thing that I find interesting with Urbex Hill and his exploration videos is that they're not intentionally based around the paranormal. They're just centered around, you know, him exploring abandoned stuff. The fact that he captures paranormal activity on occasion is completely coincidental, which adds more to the authentication of the video.
Be able to make out what appears to be a strange ghostly apparition keeping Chris company in the dark corridor. At one point, you can also see the figure's arm swaying a little bit. A couple of minutes later, Chris makes his way out of the building to call it a day, and it's certainly hard to blame him. Good thing Chris got out of there as soon as he did, otherwise who knows what could have happened to him. One thing's for sure, it probably wouldn't have been anything good. Signs and Signals is a smaller YouTube channel that also focuses on abandoned and haunted building exploration style content. In the past, the crew behind the channel have explored some genuinely terrifying places, but nothing could prepare them for this particular night. In October of 2021, the camera crew heads on out to a church that just so happens to be very haunted. The over 20-minute video is jam-packed with tons of creepy things, and the first of many things happens just about 9 minutes into the exploration, when the uploader's static cam begins to display something strange.
Yeah.
You know you want to do something? Come on. We here, we waiting. You got a whole crowd watching you, bro. Come on, do something. Show yourself. Do something.
There you go. There's something for you.
You see what I'm saying?
That sounded like it was from back there too.
I hope we got that.
If it was back there, we definitely got it.
Come on. Come on, yeah, do something else. What's up? Dude, this thing is making me pissed off, David.
Then, a couple of minutes later, the crew are heading inside of another room, all while they are shrouded in near total darkness and silence, surely adding to their sense of unease. But all of a sudden, something scares the videographer so much that he actually falls to the ground. Take a look.
Okay. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's just gonna run over there. That's what you don't care.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
David!
Oh my god!
Yep, charging footsteps.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Luckily, the videographer is able to brush himself off, and amazingly is able to continue on with the investigation despite what just happened to him. They then come to a room that one of the men was in beforehand, and if you look just out of the corner of your eye, you should be able to see something quite chilling.
Oh, yep, there it was. Yeah, these are some good ones. Unfortunately, I have seen every single one of them, and it's hard. It's hard for me to be surprised by it. So I'm sorry that this one was kind of a dud, but again, it is an older one. This is an older one from like a little over a month ago, and even though I didn't watch specifically this video, I have seen all these clips in prior streams, so it's unfortunate. But since he didn't do a video this week, this is the best I can get for you guys.
A little bit later on, before they are able to pack their things and head home for the night, they are in for one last bone-chilling scare. Look at this.
What's that, dude?
What?
You didn't hear that, man?
What'd you hear?
You didn't hear that whisper, dude? Right in my ear, dude.
I didn't hear it.
It was just like
I heard a thump over there.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Dude, Gabe.
Get stuff. Get your light.
What?
Get your light.
A mysterious voice can be heard whispering what sounds like your mind before multiple chairs move around all by themselves. After this, the crew members decide to leave the building, which I would say was for the best.
Welcome to the stream, buddy.
I'd also say it's a safe bet to assume that these guys will not be venturing back to this church for a second investigation. And that was 5 scary videos to avoid watching at night.
But if I remember correctly, they actually did go back for another investigation. Either that or that was the second investigation, but yeah, they did go back. Alright, next up. Let's turn off closed captioning. From Slapped Ham, we got freaky footage leaves viewers baffled. Not looking at spoilers.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some super
Hello,
scary
Callan.
clips that are starting to freak the internet out. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this. Slapped Ham viewer Steve OC sent us this eerie piece of home security footage. Over the course of several months in 2018, this viewer had been experiencing some strange activity in their home, and they seem to have the evidence to prove it. Take a look at what their home security cameras captured.
Alright, let's see what we got.
As you can see, all kinds of
Oh, I
bizarre
didn't see
movement
anything.
has been recorded.
Well, I can see it now that when it's zoomed in, but from a distance I couldn't see anything.
Pantry doors and drawers appear to move all on their own.
Not bad capture.
Just when you think it's weird enough, keep an eye on the window on the left-hand side.
Hold on, is my face blocking it? No, it's not. Okay.
Sadly, the clip ends right as the figure appears, but if we slow it down and brighten the image, something seems to peer in through the window.
Ooh, that's weird.
It would seem this footage backs up our viewers' claims that they believe their home is haunted. But what do you think? Would love to hear your take on this strange piece of home security footage in the comments section down below.
Okay. Not bad. Not a bad start. Not like terrifying, but eerie.
YouTube channel Paranormies is quickly becoming one of the best paranormal investigation channels on the site. They often travel to abandoned properties and other allegedly haunted locations looking for evidence of the paranormal. And more often than not, they catch things on camera that aren't easily explained. In this episode, they travel to a remote cabin deep in the Canadian wilderness. The Paranormies team were tipped off about the property when an eerie trail cam photo was posted to Instagram. Take a look.
We first became aware of Thomas and his cabin after he posted an eerie trail cam image on Instagram. The post has since been deleted, but a screenshot shows what appears to be a ghostly little girl in the middle of the woods near the cabin.
Lead investigator Jordan recounts some eerie incidents that have happened to guests while staying at the cabin.
An ex-girlfriend of his who he brought to the cabin had to leave in the middle of the night after having the worst night terror of her life and didn't feel safe in the cabin. During a hunting trip with his hunting buddies, after retiring to the rooms for the night, one friend was woken by a loud noise in the upstairs bedroom where he was sleeping. After sitting up in bed, he saw an apparition standing at the edge of his bed, which quickly dissipated into nothingness.
The team investigated the history of the cabin, which has been owned by the one family for decades. They discovered that the current owner's great aunt used to practice witchcraft inside the cabin.
Oh, well, that makes
Knowing
sense.
the eerie history and having heard the first-hand accounts of alleged hauntings in the cabin, the Paranormies team decided to stay the night and investigate the property for themselves. They set up cameras and special equipment around the cabin in the hopes of capturing evidence of the strange goings-on.
Maybe some of you are still attached to this building. That's what we've heard.
Things begin
Even
to
the
get
cat's
weird
scared,
when the
guys.
team hears a knock at the front door.
Whoa.
This door or that door?
It's this back door, yeah, with this door. Hello? Radio?
Unfortunately, this is yet another clip I've already seen.
A short while later, the activity seems to increase.
Soul. We're probably gonna...
You f***ing heard that.
What's going on, dude? Violence!
Violence?
Then one of their REM pods goes off as one of the team members begins to feel unwell.
I got a bad feeling in here, dude. There it goes. Just as I said that. Right there. I gotta get out of here, man.
While investigating upstairs of the cabin, more strange movement is caught on camera.
Yeah, I think this is why
Probably shouldn't have came here in the first place, right?
people like the clips that I use, because even though
my
they're
God.
not like intensely
Okay.
scary like some of these are, they're different. You know, I'm not showing. I'm not showing
Oh my God,
my viewers
I'm in a panic attack
the
here.
same clips that other people.
As you can
Upload
see, the
weeks
rocking
later.
chair begins to move, seemingly all on its own.
Oh my God. Okay.
Speaking of which, I found some clips that I haven't seen before that I'm planning
There's
on.
another eerie detail
displaying
about
on my
this
next
chair.
countdown,
Earlier
which
in the episode, at
I'm
around the
hoping to get out by
8:14 mark,
next
you can
week.
actually see that this rocking chair is on the other side of the room. The team didn't touch it at all, yet somehow it's now on the opposite side of the room later in the night.
I probably shouldn't have came here in the first place, right?
Oh my God. Okay.
As the evening progresses, the team decides to use a Ouija board to try and make contact with whatever's residing inside the cabin. Watch what happens.
Are you good or are you bad? Oh, God!
He's annoying.
Okay.
Alright, look.
Oh. I don't even know. Who is that?
As the investigation comes to a close, there's one final unsettling event. Watch.
Okay. That was a knock at the door.
I'm gonna check that. Hey, Mary, can you say goodbye?
Again. Okay, goodbye. No.
Mary, we have to say goodbye now, okay?
Let's just put it to goodbye. Just
Okay.
put it there.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I don't get why people mess with that stuff.
So what's going on in this cabin, and just who is the mysterious child captured on the trail cam on a cold winter's night? Given the history of the property, the fact that the owner's great aunt used to practice witchcraft in the cabin, it would seem it conjured some kind of inexplicable force that may be still lingering even today. The Paranormies have a part 2 to this investigation up on their channel now. I highly recommend you check it out, support their content, give them a thumbs up and subscribe, it's well worth a look. There's a link to their channel in the description box below.
Alright, 27 minutes into the stream and I've only seen one
What do you
original
see?
clip so far.
Holy I thought I saw a shadow. This. Holy I thought I saw a shadow.
This next snippet of footage was uploaded to Reddit by user StayRB89. The Redditor claims that when they were young, they used to be followed around.
Skipping.
In November 2013, something was captured on camera that caused quite a stir in Glenview, Illinois. Maureen Kent was attending a service at Our Lady of Perpetual Help when she decided to snap a picture of the ornate setup inside the church. When she glanced at the photo, she was stunned at what she saw. Looking at the photos, you can see a bright white figure hovering over the altar. Whatever it is, it's right beside.
It's sunlight. See, it's reflecting on this cloth as well. It's sunlight peeking in through a curtain.
Beside the host, which Catholics believe is the true body of Christ. Fellow churchgoers immediately recognized the shape of the figure as the classic depiction of the Virgin Mary. Kent is adamant that the image hasn't been tampered with, calling the sighting a miraculous moment. When you first glance at the photo, it does just look like it's a ray of sunlight. However, the rest of the altar doesn't match the bright colouring, nor are there even any windows that could be letting in such a bright ray of sun.
Then explain the cloth showing the same effect.
So what do you think? Is this a so-called miraculous moment caught on camera, or is there another way to explain the sighting?
I'm still saying sunlight.
This next unsettling photo was uploaded to Reddit by Third One. Back in 2017, the uploader noticed that a dark silhouette would appear in their neighbour's kitchen window. It would come and go, but each time it appeared, it would stand there for hours at a time. The uploader eventually took a photo of the silhouette to show the neighbour. They weren't sure whether it was someone spying on their neighbour looking in, or whether it was someone looking out of the window. But it was the fact that the figure would stand there for hours at a time that freaked the OP out. Eventually, they showed the photo to the neighbour, who had no idea who it was. The neighbour has since moved away and the figure no longer appears. This could mean a number of things. The neighbour was pulling a prank and maybe placed a cardboard cutout in the window. Perhaps there was a stalker spying on the family, or as some commenters suggested, it could be a shadow figure or a spirit.
That followed him.
Which do you think is the most likely scenario? Love to hear your thoughts down below.
I don't know. Either one of those are very plausible, very likely.
This is an old clip
Oh.
from Christmas Eve 2006,
Hooray.
uploaded to YouTube by Kara Densau. It shows several young girls playing around with a Ouija board.
mean-
Okay. Ashley, can you move the chair for us?
After asking some questions, something unsettling happens. Watch.
Okay.
Okay, we better hurry. Our pancakes ready.
Will you move it for us now before we go get our pancakes?
Oh my gosh, Karen.
Okay.
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 Is it Kira?
I don't know. Yeah?
Watching that again, after they ask a spirit called Ashley to move the chair, it would appear it obliges. The girls scream and the clip ends abruptly.
I don't know. Yeah?
Eerily, this is the only video uploaded to the channel, so there's no way of knowing what happened to the girls after the clip ends. Could something bad have happened to them? It's been 15 years with no update, so it's looking like the mystery will have to remain in place.
I don't know. Yeah?
Oh no, I moved the chair, they're
Before
dead!
we take a look at an eerie family photo that was sent to us by a viewer, No Kaleidoscope 417 uploaded this pic to our Slaptown subreddit, asking the community whether or not there's something more to this seemingly innocent photo. In the photo, we can see the OP's daughter and niece posing for the camera. In the foreground is their sister-in-law's phone, which is also taking a snap of the girls. At first, the family didn't notice anything, but in the photo on the phone in the foreground, there's two extra faces in the image. The first and most prominent face in the photo is that of an older man. The family immediately recognized the face as their grandfather, who had just passed away 2 months prior to this photo being taken.
Oh, wow, that's creepy.
Take a look at this comparison photo.
It's just
Although
like
the photo on the right is blurry, there is indeed a resemblance to their granddad. The second face is a little less defined, but some of the family believes it also looks like their grandmother. Here's a comparison.
It's hard to make
Stranger still, the photo on the phone in the foreground that shows the extra faces doesn't seem to exist. The phone you can see didn't save the photo. The OP is also adamant that nothing's been tampered with, and given the fact that it's a photo of a photo, it would be pretty hard to manufacture anyway. So what do you think? Are the grandparents making contact with their family, or is it just a case of a strange blurry photo? The resemblance of the grandfather is certainly there.
That's what's creepy about it, is they look so alike. Alright. Next up is King Frostmare. The 10 scariest videos you cannot watch alone. Bring it.
Hello guys, time for scary videos. Today with a strange sighting in an old industrial basement and something mysterious in an abandoned hospital. Now let's buckle up and stay frosty. Haunted forests are not a new idea, and in fact, across the world, from California to Japan, many forests have been reported to be haunted by tormented spirits, or even demons not from this earth. There are also a number of creatures said to inhabit forests, such as Sasquatch, skinwalkers, and Wendigos. Our next clip might have captured video evidence that haunted forests are real. This clip was uploaded by Tammy Jackson. It was taken from the Ring camera security footage from her backyard. Tammy states that she has the security cameras in place to keep an eye out for strangers or wild animals, since, as you can see, this is a densely forested area. However, around 9 PM on December 4th, she catches this unexpected sighting.
Ooh. Oh, and it turned on the motion light.
A ghostly figure can be seen, walking from the garage building towards the forest before disappearing completely. The entity is completely white, semi-transparent, and looks to be nearly as tall as the garage itself. Oddly enough, after the spirit disappears, the motion-activated light on the garage turns on, seemingly proving that something was moving around in that backyard. What do you think Tammy captured?
Creepy.
Could this be a spirit that wandered over from the forest behind Tammy's home?
It's possible.
The following video was uploaded by Sabia L. Sabia had frequently experienced paranormal activity.
Okay, now. I have seen these clips before. Oh, but it says previously. So this might be a new clip. This might be a new clip. This person has captured some very convincing footage of paranormal activity. So I can't wait to see what if this is new or regardless of whether or not this is new. I'm gonna watch it anyway because these are good. These are good clips.
Previous home. However, she's actually moved into a new house in hopes to free herself from the constant voices and shadows that had been occurring. It seems as though whatever was haunting her there has unfortunately followed her to this new house. Sabia writes, so after months of peace, new paranormal activity in my new house, I'm pretty baffled that it followed me here. I guess the spirit was not bound to the apartment. I will investigate more about what is happening. Yes, it could be me, but I will look into some old stuff I have laying around here, and also try to document this the best I can. Let's see what was happening in Sabia's new home.
Yep, this is the same one, alright. Messing with the lights and everything.
The video starts off with Sabia filming in her living room. The first strange thing we notice is the light in the hallway, seeming to turn on and off on its own. However, that is just the start of the odd thing Sabia captures. She double checks that there's nobody in that area of the house and confirms that the light switch is in fact working correctly. It seems that this lower level of this home is a hotspot for paranormal activity.
I would have charged
Was this
that
possibly the spirit's doing?
Oh.
When Sabia turns around again, a terrifying shadow figure is standing in the dark hallway. Many viewers are speculating that the spirit is attached to something that Sabia brought with her, since she did claim to bring old items with her from her old apartment. But what do you believe? We will definitely keep an eye on the haunting of Sabia to see how this all will unfold in the future.
Yeah, great clip. Great clip. Because that's what this one's called.
The next video comes to us from the Korean channel Boro Boro, a group of paranormal investigators that explore abandoned and supposedly haunted locations. In this trip, the team is visiting an old abandoned hospital. The hospital is in pretty rough condition, with chairs and furniture still strewn about the various rooms and hallways. The wallpaper is peeling off the walls and the building is completely dark. This definitely doesn't seem like a place that people would be hanging out or living in, so the team reasonably assumes they will be alone in the hospital. But are they truly alone? The group is exploring an upper floor hallway going from room to room with the spotlight into one of the rooms on the left.
여기 안쪽 병실 있잖아. 지금 고스박스까지 안 되는 거잖아. 안쪽 병실까지 빨리 한번 찍어보자.
They caught what looked to be a person peering out from behind the bed in the corner of the room. The entity is entirely black, and there are really no distinguishable features to say whether this could be a male or a female, or young or old. This person seems to disappear entirely behind the bed, leading many to believe that this is in fact the spirit of someone that may have passed in the hospital, and not a living human at all. But what do you believe? Is this a true ghost sighting? Or was it just a skit?
Either way, they put on a good convincing show if it was fake.
The next video was uploaded by user Jay Barari. Jay lives on a large property with her family. The land has many buildings and it is on the edge of a forest, so fairly enough they have various cameras around their property for safety reasons. Recently, Jay has been noticing some strange occurrences going on around their home. In the past, they had experienced strange noises coming from their backyard. Things escalated further when they started hearing knocking at the doors at night, only to find that nobody was actually at the door. On the property was a guest cottage off the main building, and this actually seemed to be somewhat of a hotspot for paranormal activity. One night, Jay catches this chilling footage on their security camera. The video shows the outside of the guest cottage, which Jay explains is completely locked from the outside when there isn't anyone staying there.
Mind you, okay, so the guest cottage is locked. You can't turn the outside lights on unless you're inside. And I went in there to turn the light off and nobody was in there. Next time I will.
Okay, I'm noticing, inside lights turning on, outside lights turning on, and that creepy looking blur apparition thing right there.
I'll record it live outside. I will be going outside.
Another one appeared.
Oh, it's just a queen. So yeah, that's how we found them on.
Right there, another one appeared
Just
right
on
there.
like that. I don't think they turn off
Yeah. Scarily enough, the lights turn on again on their own. But watch the left corner of the window.
Yeah, there's a shadow apparition right
What
there.
appears to be a dark shadow can be seen, briefly, before slipping out of sight. This could not have been a person, as Jay had confirmed that the rooms were empty. What could have been the cause for this shadow then? Was it a sighting of the spirit that had been causing the strange noises and knocking around their home? Jay states that the haunting is still ongoing, so we will definitely keep an eye on this one to see what will unfold.
Oh, it's just a queen. So yeah, that's how we found them on.
The next clip comes to us from Japan and was uploaded by user Kerero Mask. Kerero's channel usually features short video vlogs or regular videos riding his motorcycle. However, the video we are featuring today is completely different than his usual clips. Kerero states that he filmed this immediately after coming home for one of his videos. He turned on the lights in the entryway to his home and immediately realized what he had just caught on film. Let's take a look.
I don't remember what happens in it though. Oh yeah, the hand. The hand over the arm of the couch. Right there.
Carrero is filming his entryway as he gets home when he notices something off in the living room. He zooms in to see a terrifying hand gripping his couch. The hand remains only for a matter of seconds before literally disappearing into thin air. Carrero confirms that he was completely alone in the home and there was no way for anyone to enter the house regardless, since everything was locked. This is apparently the first paranormal occurrence he has noticed in the home, and wonders if this may be related to a new object he's brought home recently. What do you guys think of this clip? Is this a true sighting or just a hoax?
Well, my pants would have been full.
The
I'm sure
following
it did,
video
I'm
was
sure.
uploaded by Haunted POV. It was filmed in an abandoned house that, by the looks of it, construction was never fully finished. Not much is known about this clip, but Haunted POV wrote, "While visiting a haunted house, this tourist decides to set up a ghost camera while I was there, and what he catches on camera is pretty unbelievable. Let's take a look what was captured in this house."
Oh, okay. Oh, that's creepy. Okay.
A shadow
That
figure
is
can be
creepy.
seen, moving slowly across the room. The creature appears to be very tall, and it does look to be floating a foot or so off the ground. What makes this capture so eerie is the way the shadow moves across the door frames and window. It moves across that open space, and it's definitely not the way a normal shadow would appear. Could it be that there's something paranormal about this clip?
I can't think of any rational explanation against it. So I
The
gotta
next
say
video was
paranormal.
uploaded by user Winnie from Indonesia. Winnie was just having fun one evening, making videos of herself dancing and singing, and she captured the following creepy clip. All seems normal in the clip at first. However, approximately halfway through the video, something scary appears. It looks to be the spirit of a young boy that is walking behind
Whoa,
Winnie.
wow.
The entity disappears completely behind her and is not seen again. Some viewers have speculated that this could be Winnie's son, but she does respond to this in
Job
the
yet for
comments,
work in
stating
4
that she's
hours.
only 16,
Have fun. Thanks,
doesn't
James.
have
Thank
either
you.
a son
Thank you,
or a
James.
younger
Have a
brother,
good day at work.
and also
Have
that
a
no
good
one
night.
else was home at the time of the filming. What do you guys make of this clip? Do you believe this is a ghost sighting or a trick of the eye? Now we will be looking at a video uploaded by Guilherme Silva. Interestingly, Guilherme writes that he was actually warned in a dream that there was a dangerous hole under his house, and that in the dream his house actually caves in and he falls through the floor. He says he believes that this dream was a warning from God, that something evil is living under his home. Guilherme says he decided to open up a portion of the floor under his home in the washroom, and to his surprise, there
Yep,
actually
there's
is a
the hole.
significant hole under that portion of the house. Guilherme was telling a bit about the dream he had while filming when he captures this.
Aí, eu confio em Deus, quando Deus mostra pra você isso. Deus mostrou pra mim e minha avó.
Do you feel that hole?
Debaixo da nossa
Get some
casa.
concrete or something and
Fui
fill that
caçar
hole.
e achei.
Is that a spirit right there? That looks like something in
What
there.
clearly appears to be a face can be seen below the house. Whatever
Oh, that's
creature or spirit
creepy.
was there disappears once Shilaram leans down and gets closer to the hole. Some have speculated that maybe this is the spirit of someone who's buried on the land or under the house, trying to get Shilaram's attention, so they might be found. However, others are saying that it might be an extremely powerful inhuman spirit that is manipulating him in his dreams. What do you think? Is it a good idea for Shilaram to keep interacting with this spirit? This is definitely a unique story. Who knows what really happened?
Yeah, that's real. Concrete. Fill that hole.
The following video was uploaded by the user Paranormal. The clip starts off innocently enough, with a mother filming her two children as they are playing outside in the backyard. The mom calls her kids to come inside for bath time, when suddenly her son points to something in the dense forest behind them.
Alright guys, I think it's time to go in and get ready for a bath. Okay?
When the woman filming pans over to the area of the forest where her son was pointing, something can be seen peeking out from behind the large tree.
I saw that.
It appears to hide itself once the camera is focused on it. It's hard to tell if this creature appears human or animal. But many speculate that what they caught on camera is a skinwalker. Skinwalkers have been known to live in forests and mimic people or animals that you are comfortable with in order to lure you away. So, is this really a skinwalker? Or what else could it be? This next clip was uploaded by user Pursuing Paranormal. In the video, the uploader is exploring a basement that is supposedly haunted. Reports of voices, footsteps, and even scratching noises have been said to be heard coming from this floor of the building. It appears there's unfortunately no electricity, as the cameraman is using a flashlight to illuminate the area. While the basement is definitely creepy, there doesn't appear to be anything paranormal at first glance. However, take a look at what was captured at the very far end of the basement.
Okay, there it is. Shadow figure.
What's that?
Wait, what?
A shadow figure can be seen at the very end of the basement for only a brief moment, peeking out from the corner of the wall and then disappearing again. The cameraman pans back to that area. The figure is nowhere to be seen, which seems to prove that the shadow could not have been a trick of the light. Do you believe this is the spirit of a human that passed on and is looking to communicate with the living world? The next video comes to us from the Dark Dimension, and it is an older recording. It was recorded in Japan and features a man who decides to film himself sleeping in his bedroom to see what is causing his poor sleep. The man explains that since he has moved into his new house, he has been feeling as though he's being watched in his sleep, and that he is waking up even more tired than he goes to bed, and that he has been experiencing terrible and strange dreams. He's hoping that by filming his bedroom, he might find out what or who is disrupting his sleep so much. Let's see.
Okay. Hi. How are you doing? Welcome to the
Something
party.
creepy appears to open the closet next to the man.
Huh? Oh, there's another half package in the box. Yeah, we're still good. Oh, she just wants the screen time. She wants the attention. Ghost lives matter.
And then it might be possibly reaching out for him.
That is a long arm.
Is there more to this creepy video? Maybe it wasn't all just nightmares that were plaguing this young man.
No, I don't think so.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
That was a great way to end that one. Honestly, very chilling stuff. All right, we're about the halfway point. Our next one is from Spicy Horror.
Me.
For what?
For me.
For you?
Yeah.
Oh. From Polly.
That's cute.
Oh my gosh, let's see that.
She got me a bunch of stuff. Oh no, are you serious? That's how I think of it? Okay, no.
I thought it was also.
Yeah.
Alright. Sorry about that. I just had to check out some of that cute stuff. Alright, so. Spicy Horror. Top 4 scary ghost videos. So scary.
Did it scare you?
It surprised me a little bit. You will cry. Here we go.
1,000 likes for all the animals in the world.
Activist.
Michael and Heather are one of those on the internet who documents the poltergeist that lives within their house. I have shared some of their videos ages ago, where I had to shit on them, not because I had a full stomach that day, but rather for using a Ouija board. Today we have some light switching,
Right.
a loud doors knocking,
Why do
a shadow
people
figure
use
who actually
Ouija
looks like
boards?
what would a shadow figure look like, unlike other videos, where the shadow figure is completely solid and you can see
Yeah,
all his
I don't
body
care
parts.
if
You
I'm
almost see his deck
mispronouncing it.
size, and never gonna forget to mention the orbs
I'll
and the
start
glass
calling them
cup
Ouija
glassing on the
boards.
wall. And the rest is history.
Turn. Don't forget. Oh. It's happening again. It's happening again.
Oh no, it's rearranging the furniture! Bastard.
All the chairs are moved.
Alright, I wanna point something out here real quick. When they approach the stairs, look how it's just a big black mass at the top. And then he pans the camera, and then he pans the camera, try to turn it on. Try to turn the light on, and now the black mass is gone. It's like there was just one big paranormal black shadow right at the top of the stairs. And when he panned the camera, it disappears.
Multiple orgs caught while doing Ouija board session.
Did he just say Ouija? Wait, no, I gotta rewind that.
Multiple orgs caught while doing Ouija board session.
He did say Ouija board. Oh, that made my night.
We heard a noise coming from behind.
Ooh, shadow finger.
Hey, do you hear that? You hear the footsteps? Turn the lamp on.
Better get the Ouija board out. Did you have fun?
I did.
Thing is moving by itself.
Oh, yep. Keep that beat going. This ghost is grooving.
They're still going.
Can you stop?
No, don't stop.
There's actually nothing there. I won't even touch it.
I'll stop now.
This is so weird. Hello? As you can see, none of us are doing anything. And it just started out of nowhere because we were sitting down over there. And it's the only one doing it.
As you've seen in the orbs clip, it seems like they haven't learned anything about the consequences of using a Ouija board, just like students in school.
Oh, don't you mean a Ouija board? Oh, my camera's turned. I'm not gonna let
The
that one
next
go for a
video
while.
also comes from a guy I shit on in the past. I really need a doctor. Anyway, Mario, and I'm not talking about the one casted by Chris Pratt. We are talking about Mario Lara, the guy with the most awkward toy shop I've ever seen. And
Looks like a
trust
candy
me,
dish or
I've seen a
something?
lot. People were skeptical about the truth behind the haunting of his shop. Some even investigated it to make sure. I feel like I heard that last line in 1,000 other paranormal channels before.
What
So today
a
he comes back with yet
Scooby-Doo
another
addiction
recipe to
could
convince
do.
us, the viewers, the idiots, he is using some flour to bake the ground. That's what I guessed.
Dude, were you tired when you were editing that part in? Because... What the frick was that? I had to take my headphones off for that one, guys. Wow.
¿Qué pasa? Bueno, amigos, es que mi gato no deja de chillar. Es todo muy nervioso. Bueno, pues este video es nomás para... Este video lo estoy grabando porque lo voy a subir junto con el video del resultado del experimento que hicimos. Y
Isn't
bueno,
that
quiero
great that after
mostrarles
5.5
nada más
years
que...
that we're still this much in love?
Ven, miren eso. Hoy es viernes 3 de diciembre, son las 3:44 de la tarde.
That's what happened, folks, when you grow up watching too much Scooby-Doo. You make your own real-life version of it. And I'm not talking about that one shitty excuse for a movie they made.
One excuse for a movie they made? That they made six live-action movies.
Let me ask you these questions. Do you like babies? Do you like them slimmy thick? If you answered with yes, then congratulations, you are a pedophile, because the next clip, which I stole from a big cool paranormal channel just for the record, the clip features a mom watching over her baby son through a monitor. So what's special about that? Just like the other 1,655,423 videos on the internet that contains the same idea, there is a creepy monkey-like face watching over the baby. Reminds me a little of my face.
What the hell is this thing?
Looks like Chris Rock, kind of. Chris Rock and LeBron James, sort of. That thing is... I think it's more weird than it is scary. I mean, still, don't get me wrong. If I saw that, if I saw that next to Mayla's crib, yeah, I'd freak out. I just want some of that banana pudding. Give me some of that. No, wait, that's Chris Tucker, not Chris Rock.
That's why I will never install a camera in my baby's room. Actually, he will sleep in my room besides Mama's bed. You know what? I don't even want a son. And who said I will get married to begin with? Are you up to some knocking party? Regardless of your answer, that's what you will get in the next one whether you want it or not. And it's an Arab investigation too. So the whole deal is that he is exploring a farm which he called the Demon's Farm. I never knew demons eat vegetables like us. That's weird. But it gets even weirder once he enters that building in the middle of the farm. It's not only the knocking I talked about, which is coming from every area in that building, but the fact that when he decided to leave, he questioned himself where the exit is so much he broke the fourth wall. He was asking us, "Man, I get lost trying to get back to my house when I'm 2 blocks away and I have Google Maps with me." And to complete the shit show, there is also a closet doing what a normal closet does in an abandoned place, falling. Enjoy.
بسم الله. في حد؟ سمعت صوت يا جماعة ولا بسم الله. في حد؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات. بسم الله. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. في حد؟ بسم الله. لا إله إلا في حد؟ إذا أنت بني آدم، في بني آدم اطلع. بسم الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. لا إله إلا الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. الله القوي وأنتم الضعفاء. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
واو.
له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤد حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. حصنت نفسي بلا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله. بسم الله، لا إله إلا الله.
Yeah, I'm amazed he's still there. I would have been gone a long time ago.
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله، لا إله إلا الله. لا 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 هذا المنطقة فيها مشكلة يا جماعة الخير. وين مشيت أنا؟
Welcome from Kanajo.
وين مشيت يا جماعة الخير؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا إله إلا الله.
Oh.
لا إله إلا الله. معلش يا جماعة، أنا مضطر إني أطلع من البرتبل.
So he goes back in. What the heck?
I hope you enjoyed this list. I have put the sweat and tears to make this video, because I spent most of the time making this video in the toilet trying to get that shit out. It stuck for some reason. Now you can subscribe. For my great friend, my cat, he passed away.
Oh. I'm gonna type in the comments, poor kitty. Excuse me. Alright. Before I start this next one, I'm gonna go get some water. Huh? Good idea.
Was you good?
Delicious. How was yours?
That's good. Have a story to tell you later or tomorrow?
Okay. Alright, well, I only got 3 more of these, so if you're still awake. Alright, next up is Fearsome Top 5 scary ghost videos you're not ready for. Is that a challenge?
Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Most of the time, paranormal beings go undetected, but every once in a while, something strange shows up on camera, and upon further inspection, it turns out to be something unexplainable caught on video. Well, get ready, because today we're gonna take a look at 5 scary videos of ghosts caught on camera. Number 1. Having security cameras in your home allows you to worry a little less, and you can sleep a little better knowing that you have that extra layer of security. But how do you react when one of those cameras catches something strange that you just can't explain?
Please tell me that
Well,
that's a
TikTok
clip.
user Ashley recently found herself in this exact situation. Ashley randomly decided to take a look at her camera's live feed, but when she did, she was left scratching her head.
And there's her son right there next to it. This ghost is lingering right by her son.
As the video begins, we can see a small ghostly apparition floating around the room. And just from looking at the way it's moving around, it does not appear to be a bug or dust. But if it's not, then what could it be? Well, whatever or whoever this could be got rather close to the boy on the couch, but he doesn't seem to notice this entity. Ashley later
Television.
said that she doesn't believe this
The
apparition to
ultimate
have any negative
desensitizer.
energy, and it honestly just appears to be looking over the small boy. Number 2. I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
Ouija board.
The one thing I never recommend doing is playing with a Ouija board. Although they're sold as a kid's toy, they are definitely not a game. Because if they're not used correctly, these boards can open a doorway and allow some pretty dark things to enter your home.
He says like that he says that as if there is a correct way to use them.
Well, TikTok user APPT133 has been dealing with the terrifying after effects of using one of these boards. The person behind this account used to live next to an old hospital and often noticed bizarre things happening around their apartment. Well, one terrifying night in March, the guy behind this account experienced something that he will never forget.
I literally hate you, bitch. How the f do you expect to make money, Julie, if you don't like to work? Julie, my door just f***ing opened. What? No, stop. What the f? What the f***ing fuck? It's not even that late. Kevin's not home from work yet. What the hell? My god. What the f? No. Oh! No. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Holy crap. Yeah, I'd grab the dog and get out of there, man.
Julie, you're f***ing lying. You're f***ing lying. Oh! No. 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 What the f?
Well, one day, before he moved out of this apartment, he decided to use a Ouija board in an attempt to communicate with whatever was lingering around him. He then moved into a new apartment soon after and quickly realized that something had followed him.
What are you there?
Gee, you think?
Is anybody there? Can you give us a sign? Can you give us a sign?
Yeah, here's a sign. Here's a sign. Stop. It's time to stop.
Oh my god. There's no way. There's no way. Dude, there's nobody in here. There's nobody in here. What is going on? Oh.
After asking, "Can you give us a sign?" something did exactly that. The sound of a door flying open can be heard, and as they turn to take a look, the bathroom door can be seen slowly closing on its own. The guy behind the camera quickly runs to inspect the bathroom, but no one can be found inside. So either a ghost was trying to get a little privacy to take a dump, or just attempting to make its presence known. Number 3. A guy named John Dougherty runs a YouTube channel called John the Paranormal Guy. John has a passion for investigating the unknown, and has spent the past 8 years studying paranormal phenomena. Even after investigating nearly 200 haunted locations, John is still often left with more questions than answers. Well, this year, John held an investigation at the old Confederate cemetery located in San Antonio, Texas. And after reviewing his footage from that night, John noticed something that might just be his craziest paranormal capture of the year.
My craziest paranormal capture this year. The old Confederate cemetery, San Antonio.
Yeah, there was a shadow
As
there.
John
and
made
then
his way
it
through the
quickly
cemetery
disappeared.
with his flashlight pointed directly ahead, his camera caught a quick glimpse of a dark figure standing off to the left. But oddly enough, as the light from John's flashlight goes towards this figure, it quickly disappears. Now there's no denying that something was in the cemetery that night, but I'll let you decide what.
Let's also fail to notice that this figure right here showed up as he was also petting the camera around.
That something was. Number 4. A woman named Tammy has been experiencing paranormal activity in almost every home she's ever lived in. And over the last year...
Hey Brendo, hey bud, just jumped on. Hope all well with the family. Tell them I say hi. Brendo, everything is great with the family. Thank you for jumping on and saying hi. And Brendo says hi. We all say hi back.
She's managed to catch some pretty terrifying things on camera. Her TikTok account, The Haunted 136, is filled with countless videos of strange things happening in her home that she still can't explain. Well, recently, the entity in her home made its presence known once again. The camera in Tammy's bedroom caught the door to her showcase randomly opening on its own before a doll is tossed out onto the floor. And from the way that this doll comes flying out of the case, it appears to have been thrown by an unseen force. Tammy then posted another video to give a closer look inside of this case.
Someone threw it out. How? How? Where are they gonna hide in the case? Are they gonna throw it up from behind the case? Because, yeah, somebody can fit back there. Okay, whatever you say.
And after seeing that, it's pretty clear that no one could have possibly been hiding inside. So my guess is all the dolls inside of the case had beef with that one, which ended in that doll getting its ass tossed out of the club. Number 5. Lee from the YouTube channel Really Haunted continues to capture incredible evidence of the paranormal. His house has been infested with spirits for some time now, and they consistently make their presence known. Lee often sets up night vision cameras to record overnight in hopes of catching something strange once again. Well, recently, while one of these cameras was recording, it caught something that really needs an explanation.
Oh my god.
In the middle of the night, the camera set up in Lee's living room caught the small chair in the back incredibly floating into the air before suddenly crashing back down to the floor. And not only does this chair float into the air, but amazingly stays there for some time. From this activity, it appears to be a poltergeist lingering in Lee's home, and a strong one at that. Now, if I were Lee, I would tell this poltergeist if he wants to keep living here, then he better start floating some rent money my way. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram, and feel free to DM me anytime.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna take a couple minutes before I start this next one, guys, because that last one, whew. Yeah, that's something I would have expected to first see from Nick's Top 5's channel, but oh, there it is, just thrown at me from Fearsome Top 5s. Whew, okay. While I'm taking this break, I'm gonna go listen to this story that my wife wants to tell me. I'll be back in a few. Maybe good night. Maybe good night. Alright, we're back. Sorry for the little brief pause, but I needed a minute right there. Alright. So next up is Chill. The top 10 scary videos that should be banned from the internet. And again, no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers.
If you can't handle scary videos, you might want to skip these 10 because these are the scariest videos that should be banned from the internet. Number 10, disappeared. Many human disappearances can be explained, but not this one. Published to TikTok by Horror Talk, this is one of the strangest things ever caught on CCTV. The scary video shows two young boys walking a dirt path. Nothing is around them and they appear to be in a rural area, not a city. As they're walking, all of a sudden the kid to the right is zapped into oblivion. His friend looks over for a moment and finds his friend has vanished. He then runs off in fear for his own life. TikToker Void Z notes in the comments that there is an X on the ground and the boy stepped right in the middle of it. Could it have been a teleportation route of some kind? If so, where did this poor boy end up? It appears something quite nefarious is happening here. Number 9, glowing eyes. The next time you're at a club and the lights go out, take a look around you. You might be surrounded by extraterrestrials. Published in April of 2013 by YouTuber Grumpy Jamaican, this scary video has me questioning everything. The old footage shows an elite party at a Russian nightclub. Everyone is dancing and having fun until the power goes out and captures something unexpected. 3 of the so-called humans in the video had an inhuman quality. Glowing eyes. The unsettling horror was captured on camera as the nightclubbers danced. The eyes of one woman and 2 men standing near each other all glow brightly in the darkness. No other person in their vicinity suffers the same optical glow. Unlike animals, humans have terrible night vision. Many in the comments are rightly freaked out by this discovery. YouTuber Love and Learnin notes that this cannot be a reflection. She writes, all their eyes glowed at the same time and they were in different places with people people around them, so reflection is not the light source. Are these figures extraterrestrial? Or are they humans with bioluminescent genes? Either option is troubling. Number 8, creep in the basement. If you have a
It's not as creepy as, like, extraterrestrials, though, but still creepy enough.
basement in your home, you might want to skip this creepy clip posted to TikTok by Dino Nugget 741. Something sinister is lurking in this dude's basement. At the beginning of the video, the guy lights something wrapped in his hand, which I assume is sage. Apparently, he already knows that there's an entity inside his home. Some banging is heard coming from the basement.
I know one. I'm not afraid, man.
He addresses whatever it is creeping down there, and holding his sage in front of him, opens the door to the stairwell. When he turns on the basement light, the figure steps out of view. The man then heads down to the basement and turns a corner to the large empty room, but nothing is there. You expect the hooded figure to pop out around every corner, but don't worry, there's no jump scare. You might want to worry about this though. When the man scans the room but finds nothing, you hear a strange laugh or cry coming from upstairs. It's not clear if someone else was home with the man at the time, or if that cry came from this creature. Who has somehow managed to maneuver around him, sight unseen, and dive upstairs. But any questions about that are answered when the man rushes back to the stairwell, only to have the upstairs door slammed in his face. Did this demon just trick him into giving up his turf?
Just got up and looked out the window. Now look where she's laying.
Aww. That's cute.
Looks like the tables have turned. Number 7, roof poltergeist. Have you ever had an imaginary friend? Did that friend ever try to push you off a roof? Published by Ufology Unidentified Objects in November of 2021. The timestamp on this security footage shows it was taken in June of 2015. A boy is walking around on a roof, kicking something near the corner, maybe playing soccer with an imaginary friend. The boy walks out of view and then moseys on back. That's when this friend is done playing. A mysterious shadow appears in the air behind him for a moment, and the boy is shoved forward. He stumbles and is thrown face forward and out of frame. A glittering appears in the air behind him like water being splashed. Is this poltergeist upset that the boy stopped playing? Or has the game just begun? Number 6, the doll. This TikTok is beyond terrifying.
Okay, that is... No. No. That is a horrible, unsettling way to start this clip. Oh. If your goal was to just utterly disturb me, mission accomplished. Ooh, bastard.
Posted by elkakoi.tv. You're about to meet Chucky's more disturbed sister. The clip shows what at first appears to be a little girl standing in a room, facing some pictures. The way she stands is a bit eerie because it is so stiff, and soon you'll see why. Slowly she turns toward the camera. Her legs and feet do not bend or move. It is not a little girl at all, but the ghoul-faced doll from your nightmares. Dark hair, pale face, white dress, and dark rings around her eyes. She stares at the cameraman for a moment. He turns tail and races out of the house toward his truck, saying something's not right. Sounds like the understatement of the year. He gets in his truck and shuts the door, trying to calm himself. But that's when he catches a glimpse of something in the rearview mirror. Who should be in the back seat but the ghoul girl herself, the horror. There's nowhere to run or hide. She will find you. Number 5.
Okay. I'm calling that one a project, an art project, because everything seems too convenient. You know, the environment, the atmosphere, the look on that doll. It's a project, but damn, it's a good project.
Abandoned bunker. Something is living tucked away in this abandoned bunker. Published in December of 2016, Dima Maslenikov proves that you should always prepare to encounter the darkness within, even when you assume you're alone. While exploring what is supposed to be an abandoned bunker, Dima's camera captures something lurking in the shadows. In the moment, it appears as if all that lies ahead is darkness, but a close-up of the tunnel's depths shows what looks to be a face peering out at him. The features of the face are distorted and mask-like due to the bunker being so dark and the image quality inept to capture a clear shot, but the obscurity of the shot captured is creepy enough to give us pause. If you saw this, would you dare to dive into this bunker further? Number 4. Unexplained paranormal activity. There's definitely something going down in YouTuber J React's house. Published in September of 2021, the first of his clips is security footage taken from several rooms inside the home. The footage was filmed at around 2:30 in the morning. In the first room, something hanging on the door moves slightly without any explanation, but it's what happens in the bedroom at the end that is giving me chills. A shadow moves beyond the door to the left. You can see something come into view in the hallway, darkening the crack in the doorway while everyone is sleeping. Jay posts another clip in October of 2021, captured in the same bedroom around 5 o'clock in the evening. Jay explains, "While my girlfriend was sleeping, she said she heard me whisper something that made her wake up. You can see her eyes open." But Jay didn't say anything. Someone did though. When he enhanced the audio, this is what he heard. Jay thinks the whispers are ordering him to check his phone. It's not clear if he heard them in the moment and in turn looked at his phone, or if perhaps the whisper infiltrated his subconscious. Whatever happened, the whisper woke up his wife in the process. The final clip, also taken in the bedroom, shows what Jay thinks is an orb. Watch closely. The orb flies toward the butterfly on the dresser and then disappears. It then comes out under the butterfly. Do you think there's something concerning going on in Jay's home? If so, I hope for their sake that it's a good energy. Number 3. Face in the shadows. You might discover faces hidden in everything from bathroom tiles to shadows. Like a magic eye poster, they appear if you just look hard enough, but you don't have to look very hard to see this mysterious hidden face. Published by The Bottom Line, Lorenzo is cited as the source of this image. A father and son are pictured here, taking an impromptu photo in a hallway, but it's what's behind them that has viewers scared. A small white ball in the background inspired the curious to zoom closer. On closer inspection, the ball appears to be part of an eye. It's surrounded by a black shape that obscures the doorway behind it, suggesting that a figure is crouched there in the darkness. A close-up of the strange oblong womanly face reveals an outline of the figure's nose and mouth as well. What is this face in the shadows? Is there something there, or are our eyes playing tricks on us? Number 2. Psychiatric hospital ghost. This ghost thinks he's at a dance club when he's actually in the psych ward. Posted to the r/ghosts subreddit. OK Adhesiveness 6788 explains that she works in a psychiatric hospital and she's pretty sure this is a ghost. The security footage from room 10 shows a couple hazy figures. It's not clear if they're connected to one another. They move around a bit chaotically but seem to be in step. It almost looks like a full human figure dancing, with bits and pieces of its body erased. Many in the comments think the mysterious figure is a cobweb. Others think it's a bug. Some think it looks like a ghost dancing to Michael Jackson's Thriller. Less skeptical commenters ask the Redditor if they've experienced anything else paranormal there. The Redditor answers in the comments, "Yesterday a light in faucet was turning on and off. Today a nurse had her chair pulled back. I've heard stories of charts flying and growling noises. So while this clip on its own might not convince some skeptics, combined with the other paranormal happenings experienced at the hospital, I'd be more inclined to believe it's haunted too.
I would believe it's haunted if she recorded those incidents happening.
Asylum, the living meet the ghosts in this haunted place. Published by Proving Demons in November of 2021, these paranormal investigators may soon be able to lend their helping hands to cross over to the other side. As they wander through the hall of a hospital, they come across this terrifying note on the wall which reads 7.21-12.31/2020 Can I help me out? It looks to be signed by Emma. Let's see if the crew can help Emma out. They come into an open area and note that they don't have to worry about the ceiling caving in on them, as it already has. That's when they hear movement behind them.
Well, at least I'm not worried about the ceiling caving in on us, because it's already caved in. What's this door? That's behind me.
Although they find nothing moving in the hallway, later as they're chatting in another room, another sound is heard off to the side.
If this video ever makes it out, can you try and tell me what
They pull their camera toward the noise, but still nothing is there. Feeling scared, they head back and examine the room, which is a dead end. It's a disaster area, but there doesn't appear to be anyone in the room. Maybe Emma is watching them, waiting for their help, while communicating with the spirits using a device. Something tells them again to help.
Help. Okay, it said help.
A confirmation of the earlier request written on the wall. Is Emma trying to communicate? If it is, how can we help her? 3 a.m. is the witching hour.
Yeah, creepy stuff. Alright guys, we made it to the last video, and you know what that means. It's time for Nukes Top 5. Saving the best for last, as always. Top 5 scary ghost videos to scream along to. Bring it.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Followed home. Now, longtime viewers of my channel might remember that almost 1 year ago, I featured a series of videos by a young Dutch woman named Sabia L. Sabia claimed that her apartment in the Netherlands was haunted by something that lurked in the shadows. Something dark and sinister.
It's the same clip that we saw earlier. I'm gonna watch it again if it is, because it was a good clip.
Goed, gaat er ook al vandoor. Oh.
As time went by, the paranormal activity in Sabia's apartment intensified, becoming so terrifying that Sabia began to live in abject fear of whatever evil presence might be haunting her home.
Licht elke keer. Oh. Dat was een stem. Dat was een stem. Oh, Jezus.
9 months ago, Sabia L suddenly just stopped posting to YouTube entirely, leaving her concerned fans and followers wondering just what happened. But then, just 3 months ago, Sabia made a surprise return to her YouTube channel. She posted only one short video. The post was a positive one, letting her followers know that she had finally saved up enough money to move out of her terrifying haunted apartment. The 30-second video shows Sabia giving one final walkthrough of the empty apartment. Her optimistic video title proclaimed, "Last video, haunted apartment in the Netherlands. No more poltergeist activity for me." As you might guess, Sabia L's nightmarish story did not end there. Sabia says that she experienced months of peace and relaxation in her new home. But then strange and disturbing things begin to happen all over again. The odd events quickly became more and more unsettling. One night, the lights in her hallway begin to flicker, so she pulls out her phone and begins to record. She encounters something absolutely horrifying.
Dat licht knipperde weer aan en uit in de hal. Oh, in het nieuwe huis. Dat. Oh, ik durf niet. Oh, ik durf niet. Verdorie. Heel klaar mee. Oh. Oh.
We're at the stairs.
Ik durf echt niet. Donder op, ik ga er niet naartoe. Ik bel wel iemand.
Did you see it? Sabia turns away from the hallway as the light fixture suddenly moves on its own. When she turns back, the hall light has gone out again, and something dark and menacing seems to be waiting there for her. Whatever it is then seems to charge up the stairs, but understandably, Sabia does not follow.
Oh.
Sabia L. believes that the dark, malevolent being that haunted her old apartment has now followed her to her new home. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments.
I think she's haunted.
You can watch this video as well as all of
her.
Sabia L's past terrifying encounters over on her channel, Sabia L. A window to the soul.
You know, she's obviously not doing this to get attention because she went almost a half a year without posting any content at all, and she took the time and effort and money, mind you, to move to a new apartment to try to get away from this thing, and it just followed her. So I don't think she's faking it.
So this is the story that starts weird and just gets weirder.
Yay!
But first, a little bit of history. Way back in 1679, Irish Catholic priest Oliver Plunkett was arrested for supporting the Catholic faith, which at the time was considered a serious criminal offense by the English monarchy. He was held in Newgate Prison in London before being executed. And so here's where things get really weird. Over 240 years later, in 1921, Oliver Plunkett's head, yes, just his head, was brought to St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland, where it was put on display in a garish, ornately decorated glass box. The St. Peter's Church also placed on display the prison door of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell from Newgate Prison, where
Why? what sense does it make to take someone's severed head that's been dead for almost 300 years and put it on display at a Catholic church, keeping in mind that this man was executed for supporting the Catholic faith? I mean, this raises no suspicions?
Plunkett was held for 8 months before his execution. YouTube user Vicky Bramshaw was on vacation when she visited St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland. She is recording the exhibit of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell door when she catches something absolutely unnerving.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate Prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was imprisoned for 8 months.
He's a very interesting figure, because he was one of the first ecumenical Christian priests.
There is a small opening in the ancient jail cell door, and some pale, ghostly face just seems to peek out of it at them.
Yep.
Vicky says she has no idea what this face could be. She says she has no knowledge of visual effects to fake something like this, and she didn't even notice the face until she reviewed her footage later. So is this the ghost of Oliver Plunkett still peering from his old jail cell door? Or is it just a very, very odd trick of the light? You decide.
It's a ghost.
Before we move on to the next video.
I mean, you do something like that, and you're pretty much asking for a poltergeist.
If you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Haunting Tales of Chernobyl. On April 26, 1986, reactor number 4 in the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded, resulting in the worst nuclear catastrophe in history. A total of 117,000 people were evacuated, but many suffered horrific tragic deaths as lethal levels of radiation swept over the countryside. To this day, the land around the reactor is still highly radioactive. It has been deserted for over 35 years. Italian paranormal investigators Paolo, Debbie, Jack, and Simone from the YouTube channel Pit Paranormal Investigation have the unique opportunity to explore and investigate the abandoned ghost towns surrounding the Chernobyl power plant. Experienced tour guide Alex safely escorts the group through the dangerous area. The Pit team begins their journey in Pripyat, the city closest to the Chernobyl power plant. The nervous investigators soon realize that they have to conduct their investigation in an entirely different way than normal, as everything around them is highly contaminated with radioactive fallout.
E dobbiamo completamente cancellare tutte le abitudini che abbiamo.
Ed è una cosa
È
difficilissima.
difficilissimo, ma anche solo appoggiare uno zaino momentaneamente per terra.
Non si può.
Non si può. Appoggiare, non lo so,
Non
un
puoi
ginocchio
legarti la
per
scarpa,
terra per
ecco.
legarti la scarpa. Non si può. Raga, è veramente una cosa difficile.
Guardate,
da
solo così,
fare.
cioè questo è un contatore Geiger, misura le radiazioni, solo per dirvela brevemente siamo a 1,40, 1,50 e contate che la soglia massima è 0,30.
Now, most of the abandoned buildings in Pripyat are extremely dangerous to enter, so it's illegal to go inside most structures. For this reason, investigator Paolo has brought along a small remote-controlled car with an attached GoPro. He carefully drives it into one of the abandoned structures as he records. After a bit of exploring with the RC car, he stops it inside and leaves the camera recording in an attempt to capture anything out of the ordinary. When they review their footage, the team is shocked.
Shadow figure. Nice.
Now, as I mentioned before, Paolo and his team are all outside and no one is allowed into this building. So what is this? A strange shadow moves from right to left, seemingly followed by 2 other strange shadow anomalies. Soon the investigators are forced to leave the area, as they can only be exposed to the high radiation level for a limited time. Another night, and the Pit Paranormal team has the unique opportunity to explore the abandoned old Chernobyl hospital. Obviously, the building was the site of intense tragedy and suffering, as many passed away here during the Chernobyl meltdown. It is said that their spirits still haunt the hospital.
I can imagine.
The pit team brings all of their equipment, hoping to properly investigate the hospital and maybe even make contact with any spirits that might inhabit the building. What they capture is truly bizarre.
Raga, cos'era? Cos'era?
Ok, l'avete sentito?
Sì, ma di brutto, era di là. Di là, sì, sembrava uno strumento, qualcosa che si spostava. Arrivava da arrivava. Sì, per favore,
A strange, unexplained sound startles the pit paranormal team. Paolo grabs his thermal camera and starts to record. What happens next is downright chilling.
Vai, che ansia.
Ma che rumore era?
Allora, a me è sembrato un oggetto che si spostava, ma perché ci sono tanti oggetti qua?
No, però potrebbe essere qualcosa che è dentro la stanza. O era nel corridoio, perché noi eravamo in una stanza, non abbiamo sentito bene.
Non ho capito, lo so, sicuramente era. Raga, voi due siete i nostri occhi, Voi. E anche te, Jack, siete i nostri occhi qui. Perché io vedo ben poco.
Chi c'è? C'è qualcuno qui? Puoi avvicinarti?
Cosa? Raga, cosa? Il muro, cosa? Davanti a Simo a destra. Raga. Cosa? Raga, cosa? Il muro, cosa? Davanti a Simo a destra. Il muro, davanti a Simo a destra. Questo ha formato. Cosa? Raga, ha formato una persona. Che cacchio è stato? Raga, si è formata una persona lì. Ma stai scherzando? Lì. L'hai filmata? L'ho filmata. Sono in rec. Si è formata una persona, io dico una sagoma bianca, con testa, spalle e tutto. Lì davanti.
Okay, there it is.
A creepy figure seems to appear but can only be seen through the thermal camera. Inexplicably, the figure seems to emit more and more heat. Paolo and cameraman Simone approach the apparition, and they discover something terrifying.
Sono i morcavote. Porca vacca. Stai scherzando? La porta. È chiusa, tu sei chiusa. Non chiusa. Mi sembra che abbiano anche ripresa. Perché mi stavo girando per venire a prenderti in faccia. E mi sembra che l'ho anche ripresa che stava chiudendo io lontano. L'ho chiusa io.
Paolo and Simone are shocked as the thermal camera reveals footprints on the floor in the room right next to where the figure appeared. The door slams shut and locks, separating Debbie and cameraman Jack. And now, they too encounter something terrifying out in the hospital hall.
C'è qualcuno che ci sta prendendo in giro? Non ci vuole far paura?
C'è qualcuno. Chi c'è?
Cos'era?
Jack.
Arriva da quella porta, c'è una porta socchiusa, Debbie. Arriva da quella porta lì. Arriva da quella porta lì, è socchiusa.
C'è una voce.
Did you hear it? The two nervous investigators capture a deep, breath-like voice on camera.
Cos'era? Porta lì. Arriva da quella porta lì, è socchiusa.
C'è una voce.
Eventually, the team is reunited and they leave Chernobyl believing that they did in fact make contact with some of the ghosts of Chernobyl's past. I highly recommend that you check out Pit Paranormal's 8-part Chernobyl series. All 8 videos have subtitles in multiple languages, including English. Excessively haunted. Now, if you're a regular Nuke's Top 5 viewer, you know that I've featured the popular paranormal YouTube channel Really Haunted many times. Homeowners Lee and his wife Stacy have experienced increasingly violent paranormal activity in their home in England for years now, and it just seems to keep getting worse.
What's up? My back.
Lee's wife Stacy says that since the bed incident, she is so scared of the violent poltergeist in their house that she often just avoids sleeping in their home.
I'd stayed in the caravan a bit before that, but that was once that happened, I never went back in the house after that.
Over the 4 months since I last featured Really Haunted, Lee says that the activity in his home has only become more intense and frightening.
Whoa. That's not good.
Stop. Sit. Holy
Lee says that he refuses to leave his home regardless of the extreme poltergeist activity. But facing off against a malevolent spirit is not easy. Late one night, Lee hears noises outside his second-story bedroom. He gets up to investigate, but it did not go well.
In the meantime, we're gonna go for a national photo.
That is not good.
Something's shaking. Oh.
Something seems to violently push Lee, launching him backwards. And whatever pushed him now wants in the room.
The noise. That's the attic.
Stand your ground, Lee. Don't let him in there.
How can it be doing both at once?
So is Lee's house, quote, really haunted? As always, I leave that to you to decide. To see the full story and videos of Lee's encounter with the dark presence that terrorizes his home, I highly recommend checking out the YouTube channel, Really Haunted. Unwelcome. Paranormal investigator Sandro Silva from the YouTube channel Casa Sobrenatural sets out to explore an abandoned home in Brazil. The house is said to be extremely haunted by multiple dark spirits. He's joined by his 2 friends, Macon and Climerson, as they carefully walk through the rubble of the deserted structure. The air feels heavy as the team reflects on the ominous atmosphere. Suddenly, they get an unexpected fright.
Nossa, uma energia muito pesada, mano, nessa casa. É sinistro, mano. Muito cabuloso, cara. Os padrões ficaram...
Meu Deus do céu, Sandro. Você viu o barulho, mano?
Aquele lá no fundo, cara. Olha aquele no fundo, cara. Você escutou?
Escutei, mano. Você é louco? Cara, foi nitidamente. Quebrou, mano. Caiu, quebrou, mano.
Pesada. Vocês viram que caiu uma teia ali, mano.
Nossa, foi nítido, cara. Quebrou, mano. Vamos zarpar o pé daí, mano.
Mano, caiu a teia ali, velho.
Pô, começa a jogar teia em cima da nossa cabeça, é louco?
Tem alguma coisa aqui, cara, que não quer nós aqui, mano.
Não.
The three friends suspect a roof tile has fallen nearby and discuss whether it's safe to continue their investigation. But before they can even reach a decision, things take a terrifying turn.
Oh. Passa, mano.
Nossa, velho.
Oh, oh.
Nossa, tá andando, mano.
Tá andando, mano. Você tá escutando?
Tô.
Tem alguma coisa aqui, cara.
Okay.
Meu Deus do céu, você não sabe o que eu vi ali, cara. Calma, cara. Eu vi um cara ali, eu vi uma criança. Eu vi uma criança, cara. Claro, cara. Vocês não viram?
Eu não vi, eu não vi.
Meu Deus do céu, tinha uma criança aqui, cara.
Bora.
Cara, primeira vez, cara. Mas por que uma criança vai estar aqui, cara? Será que morreu uma criança aqui, cara?
Cara, mas já começou a cair uma teia, cara. Aí você grita que viu alguma coisa que eu caio que eu vou correr. Mas eu não vi nada, cara.
Andando. Andando, velho.
Tá andando, mano. Ó, meu Deus do céu!
Nossa senhora, caiu uma telha ali, cara. Você tá doido, mano. Cara, tem visagem aqui pra caramba, mano. Você tá doido, velho.
Sandro is shocked as he sees the pale apparition of a child right in front of him. He gathers his courage and checks out the area, but there's no one there. Then another roof tile falls and the three friends just make a run for it. So did the Casa Sobrenatural team capture the ghost of a child on camera? Let me know what you think.
I think so.
Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my Instagram here.
Alright. Nuke. That was a good one, but not as good as Fearsome Top 5's floating chair. Or Chills' creepy doll one. Even if that one was fake, it was still very unsettling, very unnerving. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you're new here, subscribe. And also, don't go anywhere, because in the next couple of minutes, part 10 of Resident Evil Village will be on my channel, and also on my gaming channel, Flam Rage. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Take care, have a good night, and